What's up, YouTube? Just catching up on some requested videos that I have owed to people. Haven't really got around to making any videos lately. So this one's going to be on the Protech TR3 manual integrity folder. That's quite the mouthful. But it's this knife here, made by Protech. I actually really like this knife. It's a full titanium frame lock. As you can see, mostly Protech kind of makes mostly automatic knives, and they do some spring-assisted knives. I wish they would make more manual knives, because this is a really good example. It has perfect lockup. It looks great. It feels great. Good action, which we will get into later on in this video. First off, let's start with materials. Like I said, full titanium frame lock. You have a what's on this blade? I know, yeah, all right, this is the S35 VN version. They did make this knife in 154 cm, I believe. The second run, they did an S35 VN, which is what we have here. Very, very good steel. And you can see there's kind of stone-washed grinds and satin flats, giving it that nice two-tone finish on the blade, which I really like. It's not, I wouldn't say that's really hard to do, and it just adds a little something extra to the knife. I think it looks great, especially in different lighting. I really like that. They go through the extra effort to do that. So Protech USA, this knife is made in the USA. Got the nice kind of bead blasted titanium. You got 3 screws on this knife, a pivot screw, a stop pin, and 1 body screw. And there is a lanyard hole. Nice beefy stop pin. Nice standoff there. They are hex screws. So you need your Allen key wrench to do any adjusting. What I like about this is you have your male sides here, and then your female sides, there's no screw hole. So giving it a nice clean look overall. I kind of like that. Here you don't have any exposed detent hole, which I don't mind anyway, but again, it adds to the whole cleanness of the knife. Nice streamlined, sleek look. It's just pressed in on this side here, which you probably cannot see, but it's okay. Very good lockup. Right at around 40 to 50%, which is where I love it to be. Nice pocket clip on this one. I just wish it would carry a little bit deeper. If you can see that, there's a decent amount of flat area before it ramps up, so it ends up carrying like right around here in your pocket. I just prefer it to be a little bit deeper, but that's okay. It works okay based on its design. Definitely keeps the knife in your pocket. I wonder if an Emerson or Benchmade clip will fit that. I'm curious. Maybe I'll do that in the future. Kind of big clip too. You got some jimping here on the frame itself. None on the blade. But how that handle flares out, your fingers just slide right into there, and it's very comfortable to hold. Seems like there's a lot of straight lines on this knife, but actually it's very comfortable. Very nice kind of drop point blade on there with your swedge. Flat ground blade. Nice big thumb stud. Screwed in from the other side. I like the noises this knife makes. Check out that detent at work. Very nice, perfectly centered. Just great fit and finish on this knife. Very good quality piece. Alright, let's do some size comparisons here. with the Fox Knives Terzola frame lock. And of course, the large Sabenza 21. So I would say this knife, when comparing it with these two knives, falls right in the middle of lengthwise. Very comparable to all three though. All full titanium frame locks. This one just happens to have the inlays. But very similar knives. I'm going to go ahead and keep the Sabenza out here because these two are very, very similar. Both titanium frame locks, both have S35 VN steel. Even the blade shapes are pretty similar. This one has a little bit more belly because it actually comes out in the middle there. You can see that. Both drop point blades. This one just has a swedge. Sabenza is nicely rounded and just ramps down. Both have one thumb stud on the right side, although you could option for the double lug on the Sabenza. Both very good knives. I wouldn't call this the poor man Sabenza though, because I did pay around $240 for this knife, which is not cheap by any means. You can get it for around, I would say, $230 to $250, maybe even cheaper if you shop around. But I would say it's definitely worth it. Same exact materials pretty much with the Sabenza. And again, non-exposed detent hole. It's those little extra things that drive up the price of a knife. And this has most of what features this knife has, and it's not as much. Again, made in the USA. Excellent knife. I definitely enjoy this blade. Okay, so let's see how much it weighs actually. It's a full tie frame lock and it's pretty beefy. 4.44 ounces. Not too bad. Right around that 4 ounce mark. Curious as to how it compares to a Sabenza. My battery's low, of course. Perfect timing. 4.5. Interesting. I wonder without the inlays how much that would be. Interesting. Okay, let's do some cutting tests. Actually, I've had this knife for quite a while. I've never sharpened it. I've stropped it a few times, but never sharpened it. Let's see how she does. Nope. Not good at all in the beginning there. Okay. You can see right at the front of the cutting edge there, a really good plunge grind. This is not even sharp down here. Some knives do suffer from that. If you start up here, you can see a much cleaner cut. See if we could do some work on that, but not a bad edge overall. I do really like this knife. Let's do some cardboard. Again, same old pizza box cover that I used in the previous videos. Not too bad. A nice working edge on there. Pretty good. It'll definitely cut for you. Definitely good enough for me for everyday carry. Like I said, I like this knife quite a bit. That is the Protech TR3 manual integrity folder. From a collectability standpoint, I would say yes. Why not? Full titanium frame lock, great materials overall. I don't know if they produce that many of these. I don't know if the price would go up or down, but you know, to add it to any collection, I think is a positive. From a user standpoint, again, yes, definitely. I would recommend this knife. Virtually the same materials that you get with the Sabenza. Pretty ergonomic. Should last you a very long time. And just excellent quality on this blade. So I would recommend this to anybody looking for a high-end EDC knife. So that's the Protech Manual Integrity Folder. As always, guys, thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.